1010 portal is already open. So the energies are pulling us into this incredible rebirth and rising out of the old version into the new one. So what does this mean to us? Today we're gonna unpack all the energy that is being brought through this portal, what it means to us, how it affects us, and how we can best ride these energies in order to let go of that which no longer serves us, and yet at the same time adopt a brand new perspective on why we are here on this planet, what's our unique soul mission, and how we can fulfill it. So strap your seatbelts because it's gonna get hot. We're gonna get on fire. In numerology, number 10 is very powerful. One on its own is the beginning, it's the first number when we start counting. So, one is always inviting us to usher in something brand new in our lives. And since the 10th portal happens in October, that's a 10th month, that month of the year that still carries that frequency of one. Zero is a number of infinity. It's an alpha and omega. It's a 0 point. We can look at zero as a limitless potential. It's also Ouroboros. It's a snake eating its own tail, reminding us that life is a never-ending cycle, and that as one door closes, the other one opens. So when we put these two numbers together, 1 and 0, we're creating a massive opportunity for a major reset in our lives. And the astrological lineup right now is supporting this big change. Many outer planets that are big have shifted their positions. We talked about Saturn going into Aries earlier this year. So these are massive changes. And that astrological and astronomical alignment is coupled with the major consciousness reset that we're going through. So the next 5 years will be critical. They'll be critical because we are asked to absolutely dismantle whatever is no longer working in our lives. The patterns that we avoided for years, even decades, will come for clearing. And this shift of consciousness is happening at the micro and the macro level. So that's why we can look at the next 5 years as an embodiment of chaos. The political structures, social concepts, religious dogma, all of that will be falling apart because that which has been discordant, polarized, cannot resonate with the new vibration of the higher consciousness that we're building on this planet. So will there be a distraction, dissolution of certain structures, and even resistance to these massive changes? Absolutely. However, we need to remember that what's going to unfold at your personal and collective level is coming here to create a brand new energy, which as of 2030 and in years to follow, will create an environment for ease, for thriving. So we just need to know that whatever we are going through is not to destroy who we are, but to burn the older version so that new you can emerge like a new phoenix from the ashes of the old. Because the person that you are emerging out of these changes is the person that is a full embodiment of your unique soul signature, of who you truly are at the essence of your soul, not at the limitation of your human persona. The portal that is unfolding right now is inviting us to finally face the aspects of our personality, behavior, dynamics that are self-sabotaging. The aspects that we consciously and unconsciously ignore because they are uncomfortable. And because we judge ourselves so much for that behavior that with time, it's just easier to no longer address. So today I'm inviting you to think for a moment. What kind of actions, behaviors, ideas, or concepts are you holding on to despite being acutely aware that they no longer serve you? Let's think one category at a time. When you reflect on your relationships, is there some kind of dynamic that continues to disempower you? Or a relationship, professional or personal, that keeps undermining your dreams, keeps pulling you away from your own essence? Maybe you keep saying yes when asked to do something, when you really want to say no. But then you feel guilty, ashamed if you disagree with the request that's made of you. What about your relationship with money? Do you fail to follow up with your prospects in your business? So perhaps your money keeps going through this cycle of feast and famine. The clients come in, you get more financial abundance, and then you stop, you pull away, creating this yo-yo relationship. What opinion or concept or perspective you're holding and what you're capable of delivering in life or business that you know is not good for you? We want to take stock of these energies that have been flowing through our system for so long, never addressed. What about your health? Are there aspects of your daily lifestyle that actually diminish your vitality? Perhaps you continue to indulge in unhealthy snacks. You know you shouldn't, but you do it anyway. And you're paying the price for it. Perhaps you keep saying you're going to exercise, but you don't. There's always something that takes priority over that. What about your personal dreams, the bucket list that just gets longer and it's always deprioritized? So you start missing phone calls from your friends, don't catch up with your family, vacations get shorter, and life seems to be slipping by because you're just so busy catching up with every single day. Have you given up on you, on the essence of life, on its joy? So as you grow through your list of these behaviors, the first step today is to recognize that they are there and it's okay to look at them. Most of you have been judging yourself for failing to meet your own expectations. Aren't you exhausted with beating yourself up for what you didn't do and you should have, or for what you keep doing despite not wanting to? See, when we avoid certain behaviors and yet we perpetuate them, it adds on so much guilt, shame, anger, frustration, apathy, resignation. It costs us energy to be distorted. And even though it feels like for now you pushed something to the side because you didn't deal with it, it's still running in the background. It's still eating you up. It's still pulling the energy away from your dreams, from what you actually do want to achieve or experience. So today, using the energy of the 1010 portal, I'm inviting you to drop the judgment, to drop all that guilt and shame about what was. It was part of the journey. It brought you to this moment. And this moment that's unfolding before us, the 1010 portal, is bringing with it the energies of burning that old version, destroying it, purifying it, and repurposing for what you want to create in your life, for who you want to become. So we should actually rejoice in an opportunity to use the energies of the 1010 portal to transmute that old you, the old concept, the old stories, and to be reborn and arise into the new version without judgment on what was, instead with excitement into what can be. So first, I'm inviting you to ask a very deep question. Why do I keep sabotaging myself? Look at what you're struggling with in relationships, in health, at work, career, money, finances. Take a moment and reflect. What am I gaining from doing that? Because there's always a payoff. Perhaps you're not comfortable with visibility. So having less clients means you're less out there, less possibility of being judged and feeling like an imposter. You're just kind of under the radar. And perhaps if you're struggling with your health, it gives you an excuse not to work more because perhaps your career lost the passion they used to have for it, and you're just going through the motions. There is always an underlying reason why we do the things that on the surface seem to sabotage our success. Perhaps they are simply a sign of a misalignment between your vision and where you are right now. So we're going to appreciate the signs of misalignment, not as us not being productive, being wrong, having bad habits, and judging ourselves and blaming for what's happening and not happening in our lives. We're just going to look at this as a gentle breeze from the universe, a bit of a wind that says, change the direction of your sails because you're going off course. Once you are neutral towards what's going on in your life, forgive yourself for the journey that you've been on. It's okay. The whole journey in life is to go up and down. It's the universal law of rhythm, the law of a never-ending cycle. It simply was your track that you were on. It doesn't matter if it was good or bad. It simply was. What matters is that now we can arise like Phoenix into the next step on this journey. And we don't have to bring the old version with us. We can burn it in the fire of this portal. We can burn it to ashes and use the energy that's exuded in the fire to create what we desire next. If this 1010 portal is stirring something inside you, the urge to break free and arise, then join me for my event, Phoenix Rising, the 1010 Portal Rebirth Ritual, on Friday, October 10th at 12 p.m. Central, online. It's a live activation to clear what's been holding you back and open the space for your next chapter. We'll do a full emotional purge, clearing that old energy that's been weighing you down, cutting cords to toxic relationships and entanglements, and recharging your field for what's coming next. The link to join is below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more cosmic updates. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.